With Hindu party leading India, beef grows more political. The legislator was full of outrage when he arrived in the North Indian village days after the killing of a Muslim farmer who was rumored to have slaughtered cows. A Hindu mob had smashed through the heavy wooden door to the man's home, then beat him to death with his wife's sewing machine. The legislator's anger, though, was not about the killing. Instead, Sanjeet Som was furious that men had been arrested in the attack in the village, just 30 miles from New Delhi. Som, a member of India's ruling Bharatiya Janata Party, called the arrests atrocities on innocent villagers. As for the family of the dead man, he dismissed them as those cow killers. A few days later, a half-dozen BJP politicians slapped around a legislator on the floor of a state legislature, angry that he had served beef at a party. In South India, 6 members of a leftist student political party were suspended after their attempt to serve beef curry on campus to protest the farmers' killing set off a melee. On Friday, violence swept another northern village amid rumors that a cow had been slaughtered, with a crowd, who had chased down 2 Muslim men they suspected of cow killing, clashing with police and burning several cars. Some villagers and police were injured, but no major injuries were reported. Cows have long been sacred to Hindus, worshipped as a mother figure and associated since ancient times with the god Krishna. But increasingly, cows are also political. They have become a tool of political parties, an electioneering code word and a rallying cry for both Hindu nationalists and their opponents. On Thursday, Prime Minister Narendra Modi broke his silence on the late September mob killing of Mohammad Akhlaq, saying communalism threatened the country's economic growth. We should decide if Hindus want to fight Muslims or poverty. Muslims must decide if they want to fight Hindus or poverty. Modi said at a campaign rally in Bihar state, where elections start next week. It is unity, communal harmony, brotherhood, and peace that will take the nation forward. But Modi also rose to power as Hindu nationalist, and since his election last year hardline Hindus have been demanding that India ban the sale of beef, a key industry within India's poor, minority Muslim community. In many Indian states, the slaughtering of cows and selling of beef are already either restricted or banned. In the past, Modi has spoken out angrily against India's beef industry. Brothers and sisters, I don't know whether this saddens you, but my heart screams out at the rise of Indian beef exports, Modi said in a 2012 speech. I am unable to understand why you are silent, why you are taking this lying down. Since becoming Prime Minister, though, he has danced delicately between an intense desire to be seen as a tolerant international statesman, the sort of man who is greeted warmly by presidents and jokes around with Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg, and the need to satisfy a political base that is deeply distrustful of Muslims and other minorities. That dance has, his critics say, emboldened extremist Hindus and given rise to everything from a series of church vandalisms to the recent mob killing. Criticism of cow slaughter, some say, is often simply code for anti-Muslim sentiment.